What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? Um, for this live stream, I will just try to review episode 6 of Loki. If y'all like it, don't like it. If y'all like it, don't like it, anything like that. Um, the thing that I actually like the Loki series, but the things before that, um, I want to talk about some things I like about Black Widow and some things I don't like about the Black Widow movie. And about the future of Marvel, it might be good, but the thing is, right? Marvel do some stuff that you will like, and do some stuff. Marvel just will do stuff that you will like sometimes, and Marvel will do stuff that you won't like at certain times. And that's the link for anybody who want to come in. Because like for me, right? If you gotta do like the Loki storyline and the Loki storyline, start the whole thing, mess up the whole timeline. That if we are talking about Loki, we are talking about the Black Widow movie. But the thing about the Black Widow movie seemed like it just been like a feeling. If you look at it, the just the Black Widow movie wasn't no how can I say, the Black Widow movie wasn't no type of how can I say this? It felt like, how could I say this without being mean? The Black Widow movie felt like it was a fill-in movie just to promote another thing from Marvel. Saying like, but the movie was good. That's not my problem. The movie was good to a point. In my opinion, the movie was good, but some people might agree with that. Some people might not. But the thing about me, in my opinion, about the whole thing about me and the Marvel movie is like so like for me, there were Marvel movies I like some, and then for some Marvel movies I don't like. So like for me, right, Captain Marvel actually just had disappointed me because like the hero, like the older hero, sound like the Miss Marvel hero. I like her. I like her in my opinion. That the Miss Marvel hero, I actually just I like her. But the thing is, in my opinion, sound like the big old director wanted to do their own type of thing. I think put their own stuff. I think what I think they did. But the thing about me, in my opinion, about the whole universe as a whole, I think for MCU, it's stable for now. But the thing for me, right, is the movies. The movies that come out for the MCU got to be good, in my opinion. The movies got to be good, in my opinion. Because, like, for me, if the movie's not good, then we got some problems, in my opinion. We got some problems if the movie's not good. But that's just me. That's just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. Because, like, for me and other people, like, some people, some people just will take out average Marvel movie and just accept it. But like for me, just being a comic book character, um, I won't accept just an ordinary movie. But the thing about me, there Marvel is like some of the movies actually was good and it was actually surprised me. So like the big old Doctor Strange movie, the first one, it actually just had surprised me a little bit. That movie actually surprised me a little bit, in my opinion. That movie just had surprised me, and other movies surprised me too. It was it it was Doctor Strange just as far as maybe good, and plus the Iron Man movie when it first came out in Phase One, that actually surprised me and been good as well, in my opinion. But the thing is, like, some people might agree, some people might not. But the thing about me, right, is about the whole MCU thing, and people just might think I got bias against them, but I don't. But the thing about me, right, is like I don't got a bias against the MCU in my opinion. I don't. But the thing is, like, some people, some people think I do. But the thing about me is, right, I don't have a bias against them. But the thing in my opinion is like I don't feel like I got a bias against the MCU. If y'all think I do got a bias against it, then y'all could put it down below if y'all still think I got a bias against the MCU. But for me, I don't feel like I got a bias against the MCU. I just put expectations on. This me. I just put expectations just on the MCU, and people don't like it, in my opinion. That sound like for me, right? It feel like people criticize DC moves like Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. They talk about everything to do with that movie, in my opinion. But things for me, right? It's like some people from me seeing like that, they got a whole bias just against one side on DC movies because everybody when you look at like how can I say this? When you look at different stuff and critics and everything like that, then you starting to see the biases against DC. Well, I think in my opinion, but the thing is like you can agree or disagree. But like for me, right? Some like the Marvel movies that actually came out. I'm about to let me bring up all the Marvel movies that came up, and for me to see which one was good, which one was bad. MCU movies. Let me trying to find the MCU movies that came out. Um, let's start with the first movie right here. I'm about to I'm about to put out the link everything like that. This link for anybody who want to come in, like for Twitch or YouTube. Y'all want to come in? Because like for me, right? Let's share the screen. Yep, right here. Let me share it right here. Let's look at all the movies. Let's look at all the movies up in MCU and just see for me if I think the movie was excellent, good, average, or just below average. Let's go through it in order. In my opinion, let's go through it. Because, like in my opinion, because in my opinion, let's go through order. Because like for me, right, I want to be on screen rating it fairly, just for everybody to see. This is my fair rating of each MCU movie. This is my rating. That y'all might like it or might not like it, but this is my rating for it. Like for the Iron Man movie, the first Iron Man movie actually was an excellent movie. My opinion. I like the first Iron Man movie. Okay, that's on me. I like that one. But the thing for me, the first Iron Man movie was good. I like it. Some people might like it. Some people might not. And for me, right, that the first Iron Man movie, I give that about an 8, an 8 out of 10, an 8.5 out of 10. I like that movie. Iron Man 2, it was good, but it wasn't as good as the first one, in my opinion. That just my opinion about the thing, everything like that, in my opinion. So like for me, let's try to, and for the other one, let's just try to go through. Let me see. After Iron Man 2, it was Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk, I actually like that movie. That movie actually be underrated, in my opinion. Because think about it, I keep on hearing people keep on saying that movie bad, but it's not a bad movie, in my opinion. It's actually good. But that's just my opinion. Like in a movie or everything like that, in my opinion. I actually like the movie. Because of me, I'm not biased. I give this movie that Iron Man 2 movie is about a 7.0, a 7, just a 7 out of 10. That's my rating for that one. It's all on screen for everybody to hear my rating for each of these movies. The Criminal Hulk. I'll give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. I like the Criminal Hulk more than Iron Man 2. My rating for it, that's just my opinion. Thor, first one, fell asleep, boring. My opinion about it, it was boring, but the first part of the movie was good. Because damn, I mean, right, that the movie slowed down in the middle. That's me. I give this movie a 6.5. Should have been lower, but that's me. Just being non-biased, 6.5. Iron Man 3. I got to give this one a 7. It has some good stuff about it. The first part of the movie, everything like that, it let have been states. Then it switched around us. Then it switched it around on us, which I just was mad about, in my opinion. I was mad about this, in my opinion. The thing about it, the Iron Man 3 movie, it had potential to be one of the best Iron Man movies of all times, man. One of the best Marvel comic book movies of all times. If they wouldn't switch it, because that's what it would have showed stakes. It would have showed so it would show stakes, and for they would have showed everything else. Like I think, in my opinion, it would have been it would have been showing how can I say this? How can I say this without being mean? It just would have shown that Marvel wasn't all kiddie, sound like people would sound like starting to say. But then my opinion about it is like I just think Marvel is like in between that, what I think, in my opinion. But that is me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. But the thing about me, in my opinion, about the whole universe thing, everything like that, is like the next one is Captain America: First Avenger. I actually like this one. It was boring and good at the same time. It wasn't too boring, but on too extra packed. The first one, 7.5. I like that one, 7.5. That that's a good origin movie. It was kind of boring in parts, but me, I'm being biased. I wasn't being biased. I see the stuff. I just see the stuff. What they trying to do in the first one, and the second movie, Captain America: Winter Soldier. The second. that second Captain America movie. That is one of the best. That one of the best movies in the Marvel universe today. Captain America Winter Soldier, and plus I give that one at 8.9, going to a 9. At 8.9 is my score for Captain America Winter Soldier. And Thor: The Dark World, not a bad movie. It was kind of like a these is one these one of my guilty pleasures movies. I think that y'all can see. Thor: The Dark World. It has some good stuff to it. It has some bad stuff. It was good and bad in between. Everything in my opinion. It's like it's it's something like for me, right? Um, how could I say this without just without being mean to everybody? It sounds like the Thor: The Dark World. They had good villains in it, but the thing is, it just was the execution. And my rating for that was a 6.5. 6.5. That's my rating for that. Okay. Ant-Man. That on the Ant-Man movie right here, the first one. I like the first Ant-Man movie. It was funny, good, and it showed stakes in it. For an Ant-Man movie, it was good. I give that one an 8. I give that one an 8. And then it went to the Avengers, the first one, the first Avengers. The first Avenger movie is actually good. I had liked that first Avenger movie. That's one of the most iconic movies in the Marvel universe and movies today. Up in the modern era is the Avengers. It's one of the most iconic movies today. And plus for me, I give that movie 9.5. And for the next one, Guardian of the Galaxy. I like the movie, the first one. But the thing that killed it for me is the ending. They start dancing. But the thing for me is right. Why do people like the first one more than the second one, which don't make no sense in my opinion? But the thing is, everybody got their opinion. They like the second Guardian of the Galaxy more than the first one. But the first one was good. I give that one a 7. The first Guardian of the Galaxy, I give it a 7. And the second in Avengers Ultron. That movie had some problems, but the movie was good. But the movie had problems, in my opinion. Be, because you look at the trailer and everything else like that, it would keep on showing like it would keep on showing like the movie was finna have like real big stakes, everything like that, in my opinion. But it didn't. In my opinion, the whole thing, it looked like it finna have stakes in the movie, but it didn't, in my opinion. But things for me, right? It feel like it do, but it don't. But I'm not sure about or sure everything else like that, in my opinion. But thing is, right? It feel like it got um, it feel like in my opinion it got things everything like that in my opinion. But the thing is, right? The whole thing about me, thing about the Avenger Ultron, it has some good stuff to it. Because thing about it, that movie Ultron had actually introduced it introduced people to Wanda and Quicksilver. But the thing about it is Quicksilver died and Wanda lived. I said, oh shit. But the thing about that is like I had actually liked that Quicksilver though. I had liked that one. The thing is like Marvel never could keep stuff, in my opinion. I think in my opinion it really don't keep stuff like that. So the thing about they really don't keep it to a point, which I think like a good thing or the original thing in up in the universe sound like the Quicksilver. But the thing is, in my opinion, it sound like something like I think that Marvel never had plans to quit just to keep Quicksilver, but they had plans for Wanda, and WandaVision showed it. average show. But the thing is, the Loki show better, in my opinion. I just not I just not going to the Loki show yet. And for the next movie, it's like Doctor Strange. Now the Doctor Strange movie, as you just said, surprised me. I actually like that movie. The Doctor Strange movie, as you just said, surprised me. It's not the animated version show more what he went through and stuff like that. In my opinion, it went there in the animated version of Doctor Strange. But this movie right here, for being live action and being good at the same time, I give this one an 8, a 7.5 to an 8. That's my rating range right there, 7.5 to 8. And for Civil War, that's another of my favorite movies. Because the movie has showed two kind of philosophy everything like that. Iron Man wanted to prove the version. Captain America wanted to prove to be free. But the thing is, like the two sides came together. It's showing the movie. It has some emotional parts to it. If you look at the movie closely, but the Civil War movie is actually good. And that rating for that movie is 9.2. That's my rating for that. 9.2 out of 10. If y'all got a different opinion about it, then y'all can put it down below if y'all got a different opinion about the whole universe. If y'all got different ratings, everything like that for the movies, that does me. That's me in my opinion about the whole thing. And the next movie go to is Ant-Man and Wasp. The Ant-Man the Ant-Man Wasp movie, it's not good as the first one, but that movie is a 6.5. 6.5. And the Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That movie just had a good villain. That villain has some he has some pieces, everything like that in my opinion. But the thing is, right, is I don't know. They had Ego. They had Ego. How could I say this while being Ego had a some kind of superiority complex. I think, in my opinion. But the thing is, like, some people might agree, some people might not. But the thing about me is, like, I think that movie actually had a one of superiority complex. What I think, in my opinion, Ego did, because he wanted to do certain stuff with the kids, everything that he wanted to find a perfect son, everything like that. I think. And the next movie is Black Panther. Black Panther was one of the best movies, one of the best solo movies in the Marvel Universe today, which I think. And that movie get a 9.6 in my opinion. It got some problems to it. It's not a perfect 10, but it's 9.5 to 9.6 in my opinion. That is my rating for that. Yeah, because the movie just has shown the king to become regal and not be violent, everything like that. And plus, it's shown that black people could be like they could be destroying everything like that, and just don't judge people because it seemed like they had a whole lot of things in the movie. But there's like some people think Black Panther ain't good, but in my opinion, right, I actually do think the Black Panther is a good movie, in my opinion. But that's just me. That just me, in my opinion. But the whole thing is like I think actually could be a good thing that the Black Panther movie came out as a solo movie before Chadwick died, everything like that. But the thing about that, the movie was well shot, in my opinion, but it had some problems it had some problem with CGI in the last part of the movie. But the thing is, that was that the CGI at the end wasn't as good, just because the Marvel people just have brought out most of the how can I say this? Dang, how can I say this? It brought out most of the they brought out just the CGI people that worked on Infinity War, and that's why the CGI in Black Panther wasn't the best. In case y'all wondering, and everything like that. Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok. It was a jokeable movie, and that movie should not have been a joke, in my opinion. It supposed to have been a serious movie, but the thing is, it sounds like some people accept it, some people like it. But for me, I didn't like it. And plus, up in Infinity War was actually a good movie to me. I actually like Infinity War. I like Infinity War, and I like how both of the movies, Infinity War, everything like that, and Spider Man Far From Home. That was after Endgame. No, no, no. Homecoming was before Infinity War, and that was a good introductory. That was a good introductory into young Spider Man. But the thing, in my opinion, is like I don't like to start with a high school. In my opinion, the thing about for me, right, is like he should be out of high school. I think, in my opinion, and working. Yeah, he should be trying to just get a job. And no, that's not a job, but some kind of internship or something. Which I think, in my opinion, it's some people I like it. Some people might not like my opinion on that. But thing for me is right. I don't care about people's opinion just until I look at it myself. But the thing with me, in my opinion, about the whole universe, everything like that, in my opinion, is right. They should be a good or bad thing. It's not like for me, right, that sound like the next thing that should be there um is after Infinity War they had Captain Marvel. This was one of the worst. That's one. This was a bad movie based on the stuff they had. It just had Brie Larson doing. What I think, in my opinion, they had some. They had her doing some mess that had her directed her wrong. The story was bad. Did they even bring in Captain Marvel? They bring in Captain Marvel in the female form, but the last time I checked, I thought Captain Marvel was a man that came down to Earth just trying to save it. He died. He passed our power on to how can I say? It got passed that power onto something else. I think, in my opinion, but that, my opinion should be good, should not. But the thing, because that movie just had made me mad, everything like that. Captain Marvel movie. Because thing about it, I actually read the comics of just the Miss Marvel, but it skipped to Captain Marvel, which don't make no sense because you got to work your way up to be Captain Marvel. But the thing is, like, some people just might think that's a bad thing, but some people might think it's a good thing. But the thing about me is, right, so I really don't care what people say, like, they'll movies, everything like that. Because like, for me, it sounds like being in movies, critiquing movies is something just your preference. But the thing is, that just me in my opinion. Some people just might like the preference thing, everything like that, in my opinion. But the thing is, like, some people might like it, some people might not. But the thing, in my opinion, about the whole universe thing, I think for me should have been. how can I say this? Avenger Endgame. I like that movie. That movie had more stakes. The Avenger Endgame had more stakes. The fight scenes just that meant more. I think, in my opinion, it sounded like the Black Panther fight scene in Infinity War was good. I like that one. That was actually a good fight scene. I think up in Wakanda, just when Thor came down with the hammer and helped with the work and like that. That was a good thing in Infinity War. I like. And plus for the other one, Avenger Endgame, that they had Thor, Fat Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America came back just to fight Thanos. And and play. You see that hammer scene? That hammer scene? That man, should that hammer scene, man, what they had would actually be good, yo. It would be good in my opinion. That hammer scene. The thing is, it sound like some people might agree, some people might not. But the thing on me is right. I really don't go by people preference if they like it or not. I go by my preference, what I like. If you got like a different opinion, like you could tell me anything like that, if it's good or not. If you think it's good, if you think it's bad, if you got a different opinion, then you could tell me. But the thing is, like a Spider-Man Far From Home. Um, oh, getting more into, also, man, just man, that some of the movies, man, I don't rate. Some of them good, some of them bad. But the Black Widow movie just had disrespect my knowledge of the character. That character just been disrespected, I think, in my opinion. Sound like the PS4 game, the Spider Man, and plus the animated cartoon just had gave Taskmaster just more respect than Disney Black Widow did. Because you look at it, Taskmaster is a character in itself. And this the Black Widow I talk about. I give that movie. How can I say? It's just a good movie. It's not an excellent movie. It's just a good movie. It's just a seven. If since they had disrespect me on the Taskmaster, I give it to a seven. I bring it to a 7.5 to a 6.5 because this character disrespect me too much. Oh, had him on YouTube. Sir, you recording? Oh, it's new. Huh? It's new. Before the second thing. I'm sorry, that place is retarded. Hello? Yeah, I'm coming up. You ain't calling us in it. I didn't know that. On my way. What's up, YouTube? That I just said do something with the family, everything like that. And plus for me, right? And plus for me, right? The Taskmaster, I think there wasn't a movies, and just was disrespected. I think in my opinion, I actually I was hyped to see the character, the Taskmaster character. I was actually hyped to see him. But the thing about me is like Marvel always find a way just to how can I say this? Marvel find a way just to subvert your expectations. But I think, in my opinion, they do. But that's for me, right? It's like they find a way to just to how can I say subvert your expectations and for you to not be too hyped. But the thing is, you go by the trailers, you would have think that Taskmaster was a man. That's what I thought. I didn't. The female actress that played the female Taskmaster, that she played it good. I think, in my opinion. But the thing is, it's like Taskmaster is a man who like to brag about stuff. He used to be just an ex-shield agent, everything like that. But the thing about me, right, is like how that how is Marvel is just going to correct this mistake they made with Taskmaster in this movie, but I'm not sure how they're just gonna do it. But they sure better find a way to do it. But the thing, in my opinion, right, all the movies, everything like that, I give it a fair grade and I give it a fair rating. Most of the movies just been average, in my opinion. Most of my movies is average. And some of the DC movies at that time is better than some of my movies. The thing is, my opinion, sound like you can agree, not agree, everything like that. Give one intel, and you have a good day as well. And and for me, right, if y'all want to come in, if y'all want to come in the stream, thing like that, that y'all could click on it, click on the link if y'all want to come in the stream. Because like for me, right, if y'all gonna, this is my opinion about the whole thing. It sounds like if y'all going to change stuff about Taskmaster, everything like that, if you gotta change man skin, the change change it to a man to a woman, at least the at least tell people. Be, because like for me, Marvel knew if they would have tell people they were changing, that they would have known that people wouldn't go out and look at the movie. I think, in my opinion, and that is my opinion about the whole thing. And good vibes to you too, again, wearing tail too. And and just for me, and just like for me, everything like that, you deal with the Marvel, the MCU, everything like that. What I think it is, what you think it is. Some people, in my opinion, overhyped the MCU universe, and, and plus, I do think they overhype it to a point. If you go to the shows, WandaVision, average. Falcon and Winter Soldier, excellent series. Loki, good series. Good, very good series. I like those two. It's just a good series. Falcon and Winter Soldier, the best one so far. Then Loki. Then then that show, that witch, Wanda. So for me, it's like people could agree, disagree, but it is up to them just at the end of the day. If they like the movie, if they don't like the movie, in my opinion. But then, like for me, in my opinion, about the whole universe, the building thing, everything else like that, in my opinion, that just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. It sounds like I think that some universe could be good, could be bad. It shows it just the movies just don't hit, then this universe will be just in bad shape. I think, in my opinion, it will be in bad shape. That's just my opinion of the whole thing. So, because I do think it would have been in bad shape if they don't actually have the stuff in order. I think, in my opinion, the thing is like some people might agree, some people might not agree. But like for me, if they don't get it like in good shape, everything like that, well, I think in my opinion, then then they will be in real bad shape if they don't try to put stuff in order. But I think in my opinion, that's just my opinion about the whole thing. Y'all can like it, not like it. That's just me. That just me. And what I think about the whole thing, what I think about the Marvel universe, I think the Marvel universe is not. It's not bad. I think, in my opinion, it's not a bad universe. Which I don't think it's just a bad universe. The thing is, some people think it's trash. For me, I don't think the Marvel universe is trash. In my opinion, I, I think the Marvel universe got some good, got some bad, got some average. That just me. That just that just me in my opinion. That just me in my life. That just me. That just me in my opinion. Everything like that. With things that sound like some people might agree, some people might not agree. But that just me in my opinion about the whole universe thing. What I think, in my opinion, it could be is it sound like that for me, and everything else that sound like in like in my opinion, there were universes and stuff like that. Like I do think the universe could use some work just for the future, which I think, in my opinion, could be good, could be bad, could be good, could be bad, everything else like that. But the thing is, right, it's up to the Marvel fans to ask for more. Oh, oh, Tony, what's up, Tony? What's up? What's up, Tony? And it sounds like this, in my opinion, everything else like that sounds like the Marvel universe, which I think is a which could be good, which could be a bad opinion. Everything like that, in my opinion, could be good. And it sounds like my opinion, everything like that. Like I'm watching wrestling and stuff, like everything like that. If y'all want to if y'all want to look if y'all want updates based on independent wrestling and stuff like that, just for a small YouTube channel, the Jason Lee statement channel is up there. The Jason Lee statement, he give updates like on independent wrestling, everything like that. Is getting him a look. Is it sound like for me and everything else like that. If y'all got if y'all got questions, what I think about Loki, what I think about the Marvel Universe after Loki, then y'all can come in and click on the link if y'all want to. Because like for me, right, and this is my review what I'm about to do on Loki. And the Loki right here. Because like for me, right, the Loki show actually got some. It actually didn't end bad. It actually had a good ending, in my opinion. It did have a good ending. Like for the Loki show, everything like that, in my opinion. But the thing is, right, I did, and this is part right here. I'm about to look the Loki's everything right here. That I liked it her in the show. I like it Ravonna and Morbius. I like all these characters that was in the show, in my opinion. If y'all if y'all had liked the Loki ending, then y'all can put it down below if y'all did. If y'all didn't, then y'all could put it down below if you like it or not. Because like for me, right, you look at the end of Loki, that the Kane character is a real powerful character in the Marvel universe. But the thing is, the thing about the sixth episode, it was a good. How can I say this? It was a good show for me. Just for a good first season with an ending that had a purpose. I think, in my opinion, they go to the WandaVision show that what WandaVision show should have did throughout the episode. Should have ended with a purpose. They ended with a purpose in WandaVision, but the thing is, it wasn't a good ending for WandaVision based on the fights they're supposed to be in. The fights wasn't the fights was Underwoman and WandaVision, and they put the magic and everything like that, and y'all can't even do that right. But that's just me, in my opinion, about the WandaVision fight. It was average. It was average good, but still average. But sound like the character that play Ravonna. Let me see the actress name of that player. Because like for me, just I want to get everybody's name right. I want to get everybody's name right. The character that play Ravonna is Gugu Mabafra. This is a foreign name, y'all. I'm trying. I am trying, y'all. I am trying to say this name. Gugu Mabafra. She play. I'm just gonna call her Ravonna. The character that play Ravonna. That just me. And for the character that play Morbius, Owen Wilson, he actually has surprised me. I like him though. Morbius. I actually like him, in my opinion. I actually like Morbius though. And Morbius, in my opinion, like that. I like this. I actually like the Morbius character in Loki. And plus the actress that played Sylvie, Sophia D Martino, Sophia D Martino. I actually like her in this show. Some people say that she didn't act she didn't act equal to Thomas, but for me, I think she did act the part right, in my opinion. Because you look at it, she was a hardened person. She was a hardened person. I didn't trust nobody. That Loki, then such that it just was Loki, everything like that. They got her to trust and stuff like everything like that. They work together. But if you look at it, at the end, at the end of the show, her temper got the best of her. She killed a man, and now she got the multiverse. And Tom Hiddleston, Loki, I give him. He was a good character. I'm thinking, in my opinion, he's a good character. But on that, just me. That is me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. I like that character too. The I like that character too. Loki, Tom Hiddleston character. The just to be a first season, it was a good first season. Because seeing like the all the episodes of Loki just ain't waste your time. That just me. That just me, in my opinion. And that is what I think. I think the Loki show did just ain't waste my time. Sound like the other show WandaVision did. That just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. And that's just what I think about the whole universe thing, which I think everything like that, in my opinion, could be good, could be bad. But that's just me. That just me in my opinion about the whole thing. Some people might like it, some people might not like my opinion. But the Loki show is one of the best shows so far for Marvel, just on Disney. That just me in my opinion about the whole thing. And plus my other ones, and plus the other character that has surprised me. What I like was the black lady who got captured just by Ravonna, I think, in prison, and that was when Wonmi Masako Masuko. I do not know how to say these names. I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. Some of these characters, some people got some hard names to say. And plus the little girl who played Lil Sylvie, Callie Fleming, she was actually good too. I liked her the short while she was in the show. And plus, like for me, everything like that, what I think about the universe, which I think so far, this what Loki, this is what Loki universe did. If you look, if you saw the big old finale of Loki, then you would know that she had killed Kane, and Kane the character actually surprised me, in my opinion. It actually has surprised me. The person Kane who played King and stuff like that. I probably got to show y'all the I probably got to show y'all a picture of it just just to tell y'all um just our person look, because the person that had played King is Jonathan Majors, I think. Because this character right here, King right here, he's no joke. If you look at the Mark comic books, he's not a joke character. If you look at it, Kang is not a joke of a character to play with. But the thing is, for me, right? If Kang is gonna be a big character up in the universe, then they got to know how to use them behind the scenes doing each movie. I think, in my opinion, except for Blade, no. But the other movies, something like Spider Man, about Strange, everything like that, then you can do it behind the scenes stuff. Just to, just I'll probably get to show y'all the person that playing them. The person that playing right here, Kane right here, it is actually Jonathan Majors. I hope that's his name. I hope this is his name because like, for me, if that not his name, then shit, I gotta look dumb. That's his name though. I think it's Jonathan Majors. Yeah, Kang I think is one of the best underrated villains, but so I thought the good version of him too. But so it yeah it start Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors is cast in Ant-Man. Jonathan Majors was actually in Loki too. Because think about me, like I do actually, it was smart to introduce him in Loki for just for people just been hyping him in Ant-Man. Just saying Ant-Man is something else to do, which I think, in my opinion. Because they I mean, right? If they gotta use Kane, then it's just how is they gonna do it though? Because you look at it, that all the Infinity Stones is already gone, and how are you supposed to do certain stuff and you can't certain stuff? I think just by Kane if Marvel just ain't willing to take it in. But I think it's my opinion. They not. Because you look at it, its Kane character seemed like much of a slick talker with powers which could fight, I think, at a moment's notice. But I think in my opinion, but the thing is like this this Kane character seemed like a Riddler type who try to give you puzzles and everything else like that, which I think in my opinion, would they try to give you puzzles and everything like that in my opinion. But the thing is, in my opinion, um some people feel like it is it's supposed to be like that, but in my opinion, it could be good, it could be bad. That the thing about me, in my opinion, everything else like that, it seems like the um the Loki show that the Loki show and Sylvie messing up just was on design just to promote the multiverse madness and just do everything else. I think in my opinion, and that just what I think in my opinion, which we're meant to do. But then in my opinion, it sounds like some people might like it, some people might not like it. But then I mean, in my opinion, and what I feel about it is like I feel that certain characters just need better respect. Getting respected there, I think in my opinion, but then but it sounds like some people might think, some people might not. And 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 just for me, right, everything else like I think, which could be good, which could be bad, and that is what I think. I think that this Loki show just kick off just to magic the magic part, which I think it kick off everything else like that. I think it did kick it off because anybody if you look at it, it kick off the multiverse. It kick off the real multiverse. What I think, in my opinion, it did. It sound like some people just might think it's bad. Some people just might think it's good. But the things, in my opinion, it sound like I think that this universe could set up a whole this 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 multiverse as Sylvie calls it. It can have some real bad unattended consequences, which I think, in my opinion, they could be bad, they could be big. That and sound like in my opinion about it that and and sound like in my opinion everything like that. What I think about the Marvel universe, what they could do, what they could do to mess it up. My opinion, it sounds like the Marvel universe just didn't make real good movies, and we need the X Men. We need the X Men as soon as possible because we can't wait no 5 years. We can't afford to wait no 5 years, man. Just for you to try to build up your little universe, which I think it should have been introduced X Men because you running Quicksilver, you got Wanda, and you telling me that you can't introduce the X Men's, none of them, not even Wolverine, which is a bad thing in my opinion. If you can't bring the X Men's right now, and you try to because for me, right, you can do stories based on Avengers separate and X-Men at the same time. I think, in my opinion, so like some people could agree, some people can't. But thing, in my opinion, sounds like I think it could be good or a bad thing, but the thing is, it's like some people. But the thing, in my opinion about the whole thing, it sounds like some people think it's good, some people think it's bad. Some people think the ending is not good for Loki, but for me, the thing for me, I actually like the ending of Loki, and the episode was actually good because the episode also break down a whole lot of stuff. If you look at the because keep on saying like that he can see everything, but there for me, right? If you can see everything, then why are you still at a regular castle? The thing with me is like I think you can't see everything because you claim you can see everything, but you can't. In my opinion about it, it sounds like you can agree or disagree. But my rating for this episode of WandaVision was a 4 out of 5 stars. It had some problems with it. I like the episode overall. It had some problems with it. But the thing about me, right, is like it's like you got to actually have they had a good story from beginning to end. Had a beginning to end. That's just me. And the story seemed like it didn't waste your time either. In my opinion, it didn't waste your time in it. And and just for me, right, if you want to have like a different opinion, then you could. If you don't, then you, if 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 you does if you does disagree, just on the replay, you watch this on a replay, then you could put it down below if you want to. If you don't, if you do, it's up to you. Just put in the comment section. If you like the ending, if you like the show, if you don't like the show, if you rating, what you rating for the show. Because my rating is a 4. My rating for the show overall is a 4. It's a 4 out of 5 stars in my opinion. That's my rating for the show. And 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 plus for YouTube, YouTube, Twitch, I will see y'all later. I'll see y'all Saturday. And plus, I will try to stream earlier on Saturday and for a little bit longer. And plus, I'll see you.